voters know that the wall, not paid for by Mexico anymore, is not the way to border security. And the experts say that. We offered the president 2 ways to avoid a shutdown. First, pass the 6 other appropriations bills that have been agreed to by Democrats and Republicans and do a 1-year extension of the Homeland Security bill by what's called a CR, which just funds it the same way it funded it last year. Or do a 1-year CR for all 7 remaining appropriations bills. Both of those ways, we gave the president 2 ways, each of which would get a majority of votes in the House and 60 votes in the Senate and would avoid a shutdown. We hope he'll take it, because a shutdown hurts too many innocent people. And this Trump shutdown, this temper tantrum that he seems to throw, will not get him his wall, and it'll hurt a lot of people because he will cause a shutdown. He admitted he wanted a shutdown. It's hard to believe that he would want that.
Should unfortunately that the president choose to shut down the government, that we have a Trump shutdown as a Christmas present, a holiday present to the American people, I told the president that the new House of Representatives, when it convenes, will pass what Mr. Schumer suggested here, the distinguished Senate leader suggested, in terms of passing the 6 bills, the 6 appropriation bills that are agreed to in a bipartisan way, and have a continuing resolution until September 30th for the Homeland Security bill, during which time we can discuss these issues further. I told the president that would happen. We would send it to the Senate. He says, oh, we can pass it in the House, his bill right now in the House. He does not have the votes in the House to pass whatever his agenda is with that wall in it. We're telling him we'll keep government open with the proposal that Mr. Schumer suggested. Why doesn't he just think about it? In fact, I asked him to pray over it.
And one final point. No, stop. Okay? One final point. The $1.3 billion that we gave him last year for border security, no wall, but border security, less than 6% of it has been spent. They haven't even spent last year's money, and now they're demanding much, much more this year. Go ahead. Now we're just going to take questions on this subject only.
Madam Speaker, given what we saw in there, what does this say about your ability to work with this president over the next 2 years?
Well, I told the president, as I've said over and over again, this new Congress will be something different from the Congress we have now. It will be a Congress of transparency so that the American people can see, not passing a tax bill with $7 trillion impact on the economy in the dark of night, speed of light, so nobody can see what it is without hearings or any expert opinions on it. So it'll be about transparency. It'll be about reaching out, extending the hand of friendship to work in a bipartisan way to find common ground where we can, stand our ground, as Thomas Jefferson said, like a rock, where we can't, and about honoring the guidance of our founders, e pluribus unum, from many one. We didn't come here to divide, we came here to unify. And we extend that hand of friendship to him, which he seemed to like that course of action. If he does not accept that hand of friendship, we still will be who we are, dignified, respectful of the institution that we represent in the Congress, and honoring the vision of our founders. Well, I thought it was unfortunate. I will just say this, you want to know if it was more productive behind the scenes. I hear some of the reporters saying, Fox reporters saying, why did we not want transparency in this discussion? We didn't want to contradict the president when he was putting forth figures that had no reality to them, no basis in fact. We have to, if we're going to proceed in all of this, have evidence-based, factual, truthful information about what works and what doesn't. I didn't want to, in front of those people, say, you don't know what you're talking about.
And one other thing here. The president said things are working quite well at the border. Well, we want to give him the same thing he had last year. If they're working well last year, they should work well this year. He shouldn't shut down the government. Thank you, everybody. Let's go.